We're going to make the flames for our fire, and we need this piece, which is obviously the flame piece. It's double-sided. I would cut on this side where the white box is very, very clear, because this is the bleed side. You can tell because it's slightly grey. And you've got a very small template style, which is basically we're going to cut flames. Now you can cut it with a knife, or you can cut it with scissors. Totally up to you. I'm going to show you both methods. So to start off with, I'm going to cut markings and curves like this, and I'm going to go one way. And I'm making sort of zigzag patterns, but for want of a better word, flamey patterns, starting about 2/3 to 3/4 of the way across. And this works really, really well for this side, and then becomes very tricky, and I'll show you why in a moment. But basically, it gets a bit teary, for want of a better word. So I'm going to suggest that you use a ruler, and that you hold the ruler down, and then you're cutting from one part to the next part, pushing in so it cuts through the paper deeply, and you're making those swirls as well, like this. And if you don't hold the ruler down, then actually you could end up tearing the paper quite easily. So I would suggest you give this a little practice turn first. I'm astounded, frankly, that I haven't made a tear yet. Like so. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut away the rest of the shape. And I said I'd show you, but actually you can see quite easily the principle that you could do for the scissors. If you don't feel confident in using a knife, then you're absolutely fine. You might find it unusual that we've used a large piece of picture of flames there, but it actually works really, really effectively in terms of offering a whole range of colours. Just going to cut off that white strip now. So I'm going to put my ruler down so I can just about see the orange line. Just about see it. There we go. And then what we're going to do is we're going to wrap this around itself. Now I'm using just a small spike here, but you could use a match, a thin stick from one of the curtain pole sticks if you wish to, just to give it some starting purchase. And then you roll this in on itself, basically, and that creates the flame. Start with a very, very tight curve. Can you see that? Very, very tight, very small, probably getting towards pencil width by the end. Don't worry that it's not perfect first time, because we're going to unroll it and then re-roll it, because it's got a curve now, so it'll work much more effectively this next time around. So let's roll it really, really tightly this time. And then when it unpops, you get this amazing flame effect with all the different oranges and so forth. And this is held together in a grating that we're going to build. And there's also space for you to pop a hole in the back to light up the fireplace, should you wish to do so. And I think that looks quite effective personally. I've really enjoyed doing that, but it does stretch out your light system somewhat. Anyway, there are the flames.